RDR fam, how's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm just kidding. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Uh, I don't know why I said Thanksgiving, but that was actually kind of funny. Anyway, hope everybody had a great day or was enjoying your Valentine's Day with your significant other, or by yourself if that's what you choose. Anyway, let's do a quick recap of what happened today. We didn't get our love on Valentine's Day from the market. Well, we did, but not in how we usually look at it. So we'll talk real quick just so we can look at the daily here. Before I jump into that, it's almost 8 o'clock, but Elite Trader Funding has a ridiculous sale going on right now where they're basically doing 90% off of their eval accounts. So you can get like a 100K draw static account for like $13 and like a 50K you know regular drawdown account for like $16, and that recurs monthly. So I have not used them before. I do have a referral code. I'm not even gonna worry about giving it to you guys, but I have not used them. So I did get a couple of. I'm trying a static account, which I have not done before. And then I did get, of course, a regular account just to have one. So we'll see how that plays out. Yes, I am, cheating on Apex, but you got to go where the getting's good. All right. Now that 90% off is actually done at midnight. After today, to the end of the month, they give you 80% off. But again, if you want to get the deep discount, I would definitely go take a look at Elite Trader Funding. All right. Anyway, that's the commercial. I'm not a paid spokesperson, but and again, I have not used their service, but for what I've seen or heard, it is actually pretty good. They're just normally a lot more expensive than I want to pay for an eval account. So this is a great opportunity to take a peek at and see what happens. All right. So I end up getting two. So if I screw one up, which I likely will, I have another one kind of in my back pocket. All right. So guys, think strategically. All right. Anyway, let's get into this real quick. All right. So you have, if we remember yesterday, we had that big drop, and then we reversed right off of, from on the ES. We reversed right off of that weekly fair value gap and weekly sell side. I took the other sell sides out, left the last one down there. If you can kind of see where we started, we bounced off of that to end the day yesterday, and then today we just continue that run back up. So, like we said yesterday, was that friends and family program where the market's letting all their friends in, picking up all those orders that were left behind on the big run up over the last few weeks, and and now they just kind of shot out of the cannon kind of thing, right? So, if you were trading it for price to continue to rise today, congratulations. Now here's next thing I'm looking at now, right? So because of that rapid decline and run up, if you notice, and this is on both charts, we actually now have these daily fair value gaps here, and these are bearish, right? So that means that price wants to do this. Okay. So how do we play that, right? So what I'm looking at now is, and we'll get down to the 5 minute in a second, but what I'm really looking at from a higher time frame is, do we come into this and then reject off of it, which is really what should happen, right? The question is, how deep do we go in here? Do we go to the bottom and reject? A lot of times that 50% line is a rejection point, or do we just skip right through it and go up to the top? So this is where you got to kind of watch the action. And again, I'm using ES as the easy example, but you can see the same thing on the NQ on the right side. But at the same time, also, right above that now we have we have a daily buy side that has been formed from yesterday. So even if we skip through all of this on that fair value gap, potentially we can get here, and then reverse again. So this is where I love knowing kind of what the market should do. Okay, that gives me opportunity to actually go in now and say, okay, this is what it should do, but what is it actually going to do? Okay, so let's so again, congrats to us for calling that out correctly. Let's see what the 5 minute looks like. Okay, and we'll drop to the 5 minute on both. All right, so today we'll talk about it. Right, so you can see on my chart, I actually that daily fair value gap. It's still up here, right? So I know where it is. So I continue to watch that. Again, same thing on the ES and on the NQ. So we'll shrink that down so we can kind of see it. Okay. Now, what's different about today than yesterday? Now, remember, we now have formed some buy sides, right? Before we had blue sky, we had nothing above us. Now that we've actually reversed, we actually have some things to look at on the on the upside. All right, so we still have our downside targets potentially, but now we have upside targets, as you can see on both ES and NQ. So again, that's fair value gap is what I'm looking at as kind of my next line of defense. So either we are going to we're going to reject off of it, okay, or we're going to go through it and go up to one of those buy sides, right? And I'm not going to say how long it's going to take because last time I thought it would take a few days, and it took like literally less than one for us to drop, um, you know, 100 points down on the ES. All right, basically. All right, so let's talk about today really quick. Interesting day. Again, not a lot of love necessarily from the market. I did trade the NQ today. Um, and I'll say it again, I can't say it. If you are new to this, stick to the ES, right? Take the NQ off your chart. Don't play around with it. It will, rip your heart out and then smile at you, okay? Because again, because you have, the points, yeah, it's $20 a point, but the points move so fast on the NQ that it just, you could have a $200-300 stop loss and now get wiped out in a matter of seconds. Okay, EF is a little more stable, so the movement's the same, but because it's such a point on the ES is, I'd say, well, I say a point on the NQ is probably like 5 points on the ES. Is how I look at it. All right, so if we look at the ES really quick, we confirm low. I think this is consistent on both. I haven't really looked at ES today because I was doing NQ stuff, but if we confirm low here, all right, and then we actually retrace back up. We did retrace back up to the IDR, but again, it's not a huge difference. Not a lot of action here. So potential there for you to kind of get a little bit of profit, then come back. But again, here, again, notice, if we keep our normal 5 point stop loss on the ES, we would never, we're not really at risk, right? We take a little bit of heat, but it's not really a risky kind of trade. And then, what'll happen next? Boom, there's your profit. Okay, so you could have done that once, twice. Then toward the end of the day, the afternoon, we actually went up to the zero point 0.5 fib, which we know we love. And then boom, there's your third, really your third trade. So definitely opportunities there. We ended up the day going false after 3 o'clock, but again, no need for us to be trading after, in the afternoon unless something dramatic is happening. All right. If I look at it on the NQ, same thing here, confirm low, a nice retrace. I like the fact that we didn't retrace above the DR until we really went up above IDR. And this is actually where I took my trade. So it got in here, had some heat. And again, this is different heat, right? Because this is really, if I'm in on the IDR, okay, and then price goes back up to that here, that's about 17,770. I'm in at 17,750. So that's 20 points just on that move there, right? So if I'm doing multiple contracts, which I do, 20 points times 20 is, I'm already, I'm minus 400 at least here if I'm doing 2 contracts. All right, sorry, I can't write 4, but you know what I mean. So you have to be able to take that heat right here if you really want this to work out. If you are following your rules of how you want to trade, right? So we take that seriously. But again, that's why I say stay out of NQ unless you're emotionally ready to handle that. Okay, I am fine with my trade going, minus $500-600. I'm okay with that because I have faith in the system that it's going to come back down. All right. So regardless of that, all right. So we took the trade here. We took the heat. and then we had a nice drop down here, which was a nice 50 down to about 20 points. So a nice 30 point drop there. If I didn't get out in time, I had another opportunity, or had another opportunity to get in here for an even deeper drop. And then, I don't know what else you need to do, right? So that's another trade. Here we went back up again. We didn't get to the DR. We got to the opening price of the DR process. We didn't get to the .5 fib, but we did do that here, right? So there's opportunity there. Definitely a great opportunity to take a trade there. One thing to notice, if I go up here, I put my order on .5 fib. I do have some heat I have to take. Okay, so you got to be ready for that. And then boom, a nice drop here. So really some really decent opportunities. It wasn't super clean, but if you followed the rules, stuck to your plan, then you could have you'd have had opportunities to make your profit. All right. Anyway, guys, that's it. Have a great Valentine's Day. The rest of it, don't forget to check out Elite Trader Funding if you want to, dip your toe in a funded account challenge, the evaluation of it. Make sure you read the rules. And kind of again stick to your plan. One thing I do like about the DR trade is that it does work from a funded account perspective, meaning you have stop losses, you have your drawdowns are kind of controlled, so you have less of an opportunity to blow an account up. I've blown accounts up when I've just been not following the rules. Right, every time I follow the rules, I'm fine. So if you're able to do that, and I was talking to somebody today, saying like this is really a mechanical trading system. This is not for, this is like not an emotional one, right? So once your emotions get in the way, that's when you need to like stop and reset yourself. But mechanically, it works just fine. So anyway, guys, that's it. Again, enjoy your Valentine's Day. Love on your loved ones. You never know when you won't be able to do it again. So please make sure you take advantage of each and every opportunity. And comments, questions, drop them in the comment section, and we will talk to you later. Have a good one.